So today I'm going to be talking about my setup for impact golf swing compared to that of the Moe Norman Single Plane golf swing. As many of you already know, I taught the Moe Norman golf swing for many years. I also played it myself and spent more than 10 years trying to exactly copy Moe's swing. And I did pretty good at it, but I never reached my goal of becoming a world-class ball striker and hitting every ball straight. I had periods where I was very good and I had periods where I wasn't so good. And I see that with many of the people trying to teach Moe's swing. They either don't match Moe at all and they can play decent golf, or they're fairly close, but they've never attained Moe-like ball striking where they're putting on exhibitions. For me, I really concentrate my efforts on helping people improve their golf games as quickly as possible. And that's why I was frustrated teaching Moe's swing, because for many people, when you try to exactly match somebody else's grip and distance from the ball, stance width, and things like that, and you restrict their natural movement, they go backwards instead of forwards. I saw many people, they would be told to work on drills, go home, don't go on the golf course for 6 months, and just practice drills. And I even had some of those people that had done that for more than a year, that same advice, follow the drills, do the drills, and they were so bad they couldn't even play on a golf course anymore because all they had done is drills. So I got frustrated teaching people when I knew that I could help them quickly if I could customize the concept. If I could take their grip, which was neutral, and they're trying to exactly match the molded grip of Moe Norman, if I took the hand and I turned it to a little stronger position for many of them, they hit the ball better immediately. And they had fun playing golf. And for me, that's the most important thing, is to help people play better golf as quickly as possible. Not spend years trying to match another human being when it's really not even possible to do so. So I go into great detail in my setup for impact golf method. There's also a free email series you can look below in the description. But I go into great detail here about how to go about learning it and why it's easier here on my channel on YouTube. So do me a big favor, click the red subscribe button below this video and click the bell to accept notifications as new videos come out. Also click the thumbs up button, it really helps my channel a lot. So with setting up for impact, what we're going to do is set up on our impact plane. So that's very similar to what Moe Norman does. The difference is simply the orientation of the hands. I have you start out with taking your normal way you hold the golf club and just putting the hands in a position where the wrists are uncocked. So you're set up there. I also have you keep your same distance from the ball. So if you're set up here, all I do is have you raise the hands up to an uncocked position. You may even stand up a little bit taller as opposed to this. You'll be set up here. And so I have you set up on close to your impact plane, but with the hands oriented in the same way that you're used to having them. And we will adjust the hands as necessary as you work on the method. In the Moe Norman swing, you are prescribed to stand 26 inches from the ball with a 6-iron. Your hands, leading hand must be in a neutral position, and your trailing hand also in the exact position Moe Norman had. You're also told to have a very wide stance, and so the hands and arms are reached out, something like that. And everybody should be bent forward the same amount. Whether you're 6'8" or 4'9", it's the same, and the same distance from the ball. And that was one of my main issues, is that to exactly match another person there, you end up having to learn a whole new golf swing, as opposed to taking your existing swing and simplifying it so that you can have improvement very, very quickly. That's my goal. So because of the wide stance, it inhibits turning, which is one of the big things with the swing that they teach, the Moe Norman golf swing, as well as they're trying to keep the trailing foot flat all the way through impact and the leading leg bent, which also inhibits turning through the ball, but it also makes it very difficult to use ground forces properly to increase your club head speed. So with a more narrow stance and the ability to use your legs and body to create power as you would naturally, if I was going to throw a ball, I wouldn't try to keep my trailing heel down and my leading knee bent. I would simply do that. If I was going to hit a baseball again, there's no way I would ever try to keep the heel down. Bryson DeChambeau's proven with a single plane golf swing that the heel coming up before impact, you'll see on his swing, the trailing heel starts coming up as he starts down. It does nothing to raise him up off the ball or to cause him any other issues or pull the club offline. It's ridiculous that that's even a claim that's made. It also has nothing to do with injury, keeping the knee bent. In fact, trying to keep the leading knee bent through impact, which is restricting the turning of the hips while the upper body's still turning, has caused a lot of people to have issues in their knee, hip, and back. And I talk to students every day that had pain before when they were trying to copy Moe Norman, and now once they're allowed to turn, all the stress goes away. You can see the comments here on my YouTube channel of people who have switched, and they not only have more distance and accuracy, but the pain goes away as well. So again, use common sense, use logic. If you think it's really possible to exactly copy another person who was so extreme, and don't get me wrong, Moe was an incredible ball striker. I was lucky enough to get to see him hit balls numerous times. I was able to talk to him and ask him questions. I learned a lot from Moe, and I've taken that knowledge as well as knowledge gained from other instructors, and I've created this much easier system set up for impact, totally customizable to your needs. Whether you're 103 or 3 years old, you can improve your game, and we want to keep it simple and use your swing to your natural ability. If you can't turn a lot, it'll look a little bit different than those who can. But why limit your turn when you have the flexibility to turn? You don't need to lose distance, and certainly losing distance or restricting hip speed will lose distance, but it's also a killer for accuracy as well, because it's difficult to get the hands leading if the body's not turning. And so all we want to do is set up for impact, set up on our impact plane, get set up with the hands in a position that they're going to automatically square the club up for your golf swing. So you don't have to spend months or years trying to match somebody else. Just match your swing's needs so you can hit better golf shots. Once you get set up there and get set up on your impact plane, once you're in the setup position, then simply make a couple practice swings. Try to feel where you can turn naturally through the shot, and then pay attention to where your club's making contact with the ground, and then keep that same distance from the ball. In this case, maybe it's 20 inches with an 8-iron, and I'm going to keep that same distance when I move up to the ball, and then I'm going to simply turn back and turn through. It goes dead straight. So don't make it complicated. Simplify everything so that you can improve as quickly as possible. Again, my goal is the fastest improvement possible within the single plane concept. Set up in your impact plane, customize it to fit your needs. Follow my simple program on my website, linked below, and start improving your golf game today. There's also a free lesson program that gets you started. And again, please like this video, subscribe here to my channel, and click the bell to accept notifications. Thank you very much, and have a great day.